mheshimiwa wa Mbeere North, ile nguvu uko nayo kama mheshimiwa wa kurepresent sauti ya Wambere umeitumia ku legislate maandamano. Swali yangu ni
leo ni kumoto manze.
Kenyan Njoki. Is it Njoki or Wanja? Wanja?
Yeah, the Kenyan is called Wanja. The Kenyan is called Wanja Zubeida. As the night goes along, mimi tu ni kusikitika, kushangaa, kujiuliza jameni, Mheshimiwa Cherargei, Mheshimiwa wa Mbeere North, hati hao ndio sauti yetu kwa bunge. Swali yangu ya kwanza itakuwa hiyo story ya kuongea kuhusu subsidizing consumption na production. It is even unfortunate that such a prominent member of the Senate can even quote the IMF as the inspiration for their legislation. Tumejua kwamba IMF, World Bank na hizo Bretton Woods institutions zimekuwa very bad in terms of, in fact, even this finance bill. Na asante sana kwa kutaja hao IMF, kwa sababu tumejua kwamba they are the ones who are behind this bill that is very bad for Kenyans. How is it bad for Kenyans? Wakati ambayo watu wanaitwa Center for Fiscal Policy walifanya research, 90% of Kenyans walisema hawataki finance bill. Leo Infotrack wamesema 73% of Kenyans believe that Kenya is headed in the wrong direction. And therefore when I hear the leader in the Senate, Cherargei, saying that even the IMF has approved and they are okay with subsidizing consumption, swali yangu najiuliza ni, kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Cherargei na wenzake wanasikiza IMF kuliko kusikiza sisi 90% ambayo tumesema Kenya is headed in the wrong direction? Swali yangu ya pili, kusema ya kwamba ati vile tunaendelea ni vizuri. Aren't you the same senator alisema ati even we shall not change the Finance Act, even a comma. Kwa hivyo wananchi hawajui kitu wanasema. Even the judge mwenye amehandle hii matter anaitwa Justice Mugure Dhande alisema this bill is precarious to the Kenyans. So swali yangu ni, kwa hivyo Kenya Kwanza wanasikiza IMF kuliko kusikiza wa Kenya, kwa sababu hao ndio una quote ku back up your justification? Issue 2, when you talk about the cost of living, wacheni kushinda mkituambia kuhusu mahindi. Sisi wote hatukulangi ugali. Mchele imepanda bei, spaghetti imepanda bei, maharago imepanda bei, waru imepanda bei. Waru nasikia inaitwa cash crop za Nyandarua. Maziwa imepanda bei. Kwa hivyo msishinde mkitumia example ya mahindi peke yake. When we say the cost of living, na sisi wengine wa Nairobi wenye tunaishi kwa slums na kwa ghetto, hatuna mashamba, sisi sio wakulima, tunalipwa 300 na unga inatoka 150. So it is very simplistic for Kenya Kwanza government to tell us that it is only about unga. Jambo yangu ya mwisho ni kuuliza Mheshimiwa wa Mbeere North, ile nguvu uko nayo kama mheshimiwa wa kurepresent sauti ya Wambere umeitumia ku legislate maandamano. Swali yangu ni, mmekuwa kwa government for 10 months. Mkisema ati mliingia juzi, ule mtoto wako ameingia kwa tumbo ya mama yake, alishaingia mkiwa kwa serikali, amekaa miezi 9, ameanza kunyonya, sasa anakula githeri. Hamkuingia juzi, mko karibu kumaliza birthday ya mwaka moja kwa sababu August ni next month. Swali yangu ni, when will you put your house in order and ask yourself, kwani njaa inaweza kungoja? Hawa Kenyans ambayo wamesikizwa na wamevaa sufuria every day kwa kichwa wakisema wako na njaa, mtagojea IMF iwaambie msubsidize production ndio tungojee miezi 6? Na njaa, mtu akiwa na njaa anaweza kufa. Na hata hawa Kenyans wenye wanasema wako na njaa, wakikufa mtatax nani na vile taxes zenu ziko juu? Last but not least, I just have a quick remark. Even as your legislation mkilegislate kuhusu maandamano, mheshimiwa, hiyo bill unatengeneza, please include ile thorn in the flesh. Na hiyo thorn in the flesh ni police brutality. Kwa nini kama utengenezi bill tu ya Kenya Kwanza ni ya Kenya, kwa nini usiseme wale wameumia kwa police brutality watengenezwe hospitali na government? Kwa nini useme cost ya kuumia ifanywe na government? Kwa nini usiongee kuhusu the cost of brutalizing people? So for us, all we are seeing is that a whole senator anaquote IMF badala ya kuquote kilio yetu. A whole MP, instead of focusing on the issue at hand, the low hanging fruit in cost of living, anaongea kuhusu kulegislate maandamano. This issue is beyond Raila Odinga. This issue is beyond Azimio. The maandamano is a Kenyan issue, and that is why sufuria is our national uniform.
Yeah, thank you.
I
think it is important to remind the good lady Wanja that before we went to recess, I have a motion in Parliament to discuss junior secondary school education in Kenya, to ensure we have good funding and to ensure we have proper comprehensive implementation policy for junior secondary. It will be voted tomorrow in the morning session. That is to take care of our children who are in junior secondary school. It is also important to mention to Wanja that I have sustainable development bill already at the committee stage at the moment, but you know the media will not be able to highlight the issues to do with sustainable development bill as well as junior secondary motion, which cut across this country and which are extremely important pieces of law to shape our nation. But when I propose amendment, I propose a bill on regulating or putting into effect Article 37 of our Constitution, then Wanja and many others will come up in arms. So it is important to put all these aspects into a good picture. Also tomorrow, I'm forwarding to the Speaker an amendment of Election Act so that we can take care of all these issues to do with I have lost election, I have not lost. So we are doing a lot which has not been highlighted. But having said that, it is important also to mention it's not true. Let's be factual. 9 months old baby cannot eat kederi. 9-old baby is still
But at least you got the point.
I got the baby, but it's important to be factual. When we normally say in the house that the house is a place of, is a house of records. It's a house of procedure. You don't just say one for the sake of saying those ones. So what we are trying to do is to follow Jameni. We are trying to.
If I could interrupt.
We are trying to put.
If I could interrupt, Zubeida, I didn't say a 9-month-old baby. I didn't say a 9-old baby. I said a 9-month baby. But the issue really was to say that the government has been in position for almost a year. This whole housekeeping has taken so long for a people who campaigned with a principle of tukieka Biblia chini, a campaign that organizing principle was solving the problems of the hustler. So how much time do you need if this is a whole year that is about to end and a child who was not born yet is now eating githeri and you are still doing your housekeeping? Is it that you're not fit for the job? Is it that you are so unprepared and clueless? That is why even issues of basics like food are issues we are debating about. Those are the real issues of Kenyans we see na huku chini.
Wape nafasi wa kujibu, naomba.
It is important to mention that this government has put in place policies and programs which are changing the rights of Kenyans. If you remember, a few weeks into government, we came up with Asra's Fund, which is turning lives of many people at the bottom of the pyramid in this country, where at the moment you can be able to borrow 500 bob to 50,000 Kenyan shilling. And it's a program which has managed to put over close to 40 billion at the moment, which has been borrowed and repaid close to over 32 billion Kenyan shilling. It's huge amounts of money which is in circulation at the moment. If you go to other programs which, for instance, the edible oils, and by the way, there was serious state capture of the edible oils market. When this government was getting into power, the prices of edible oils was quite high. At the moment, they have calmed down because the government has put in place policies, framework, which are ensuring that the prices of edible oils are coming down, even to the extent that we are going to have a more efficient capacity to produce edible oils in our country. This government has put in place a budget which has never been done in the past, which is value chain oriented, ensuring that the entire value chain from production to manufacturing to export of our product are put in place. At the moment, the courts have decided to put Finance Act into all We are very abiding, law-abiding administration.
Yep.
We wait for the court to finish the process.
Okay.
So, you know, if you look at the prices of cooking gas, the prices when the government was coming into office, the prices were quite high. At the moment, the prices of cooking gas, LPG, has come down.
Let's listen to him. Let's listen to him before we get
let
to
me
the next
just say,
question.
let me finish my point.
Let
me finish my point,
contribute.
please. I mean, I will keep quiet also when he's talking. The prices of different commodities are trying to come down. The government is putting in place measures to ensure these prices are coming down in a very difficult international environment. Remembering that we have different countries in different parts of the world which are influencing the prices of some of these commodities.
Let's listen to him, please,
we cannot just do a mob justice to this administration when we can see clearly what this administration is doing. And let me tell you, Zubeida, this maandamano is not purely about high cost of living. This maandamano, the core motivation of this maandamano is what we call post-election arrangement.
Kwa Kenya wamesikia vibaya mwaka 2023, wana matumaini mwaka 24, lakini sisi wenyewe tulisema gharama maisha ilikuwa ni juu, tukaambia serikali wasiongeze ushuru, wakazidi kuongeza ushuru, na hiyo ndio imeleta hasara kubwa kwa Wakenya. Tunasema mwaka mpya hii sheria ya kodi mpaka itolewe, ile finance bill mpaka itolewe. Asipotoa hiyo finance bill, tutarudi kwenye uwanja. Tutaambia Wakenya rudi uwanjani. Tufanye namna hiyo. Nataka tufanye namna hiyo. Wakazi wanaunga mkono, nione mkono hapa.